You might not be unproductive, you might just have an issue with your mindset. Because the way you see yourself means everything. If you see yourself as someone who's lazy, undisciplined, undriven to do the work they set themselves, you're planting the seed of doubt, the seed of failure that cultivates and ends up in you feeling this procrastination. Whereas if you give this video your full undivided attention, I can virtually guarantee you'll never face this problem again, and you'll end up the most productive you've ever been before. Hello, I'm Dylan, and I work with people who struggle with productivity, procrastination, getting the work they say they're going to do done. Because I was in the exact same position. I spent 5,000 hours or 210 days straight wasted on Call of Duty, on video games. I was the person to procrastinate and push the things I needed to do further down the line. However, I turned it round to effortlessly and easily breezing through large banks of my work, for my business, for my education, for my personal goals, and I'm helping others do the same with my YouTube channel and the school community linked below. But what am I talking about with mindset? And it's kind of obvious, because again, the way you see yourself is the way you act. If you see yourself as someone who's smart, charismatic, funny, smooth, charming, then you actualize that in the way you present yourself. The more confident you feel, the more confident you are. And it's the same with productivity. If you see yourself as someone who's productive, if you look in the mirror and you see yourself as someone who does the work they say they're going to do, they're driven, disciplined and hardworking, then all of a sudden you start to do the things you say you're going to do. And how do we get to this result? Because it's all well and good at us understanding this, but how can we actually get you to that result? And it's quite simple. Internal and external process. The external process is the more expensive one. You get the nice haircut, you get the nice clothes, you get in the gym for 5 years and you build the physique that physically, externally reinforces the fact that you're disciplined and productive, because you have tangible evidence that says so. And in terms of the clothes, if you look in the mirror and you feel sharp, you look professional, you look smart, it's an easy hack to make yourself more productive. Because if you look like a businessman, you act like a businessman, and you work like a businessman. You understand? But of course, it comes with expense. It comes with time expense. It takes time to build the external image that reinforces you are productive. So the second option is internal. And this is the best way to change your mindset. And here's what you need to do. You need to plan your days. And this seems such a simple step, but I'll break it down further for you. Because if you haven't got tangible evidence, if you can't look to the planner that you've been planning in for the last 300 and something days of your life, then you're going to struggle to see yourself as productive, because you have no hard facts, no real world proof that you do what you say you're going to do. I can look to this planner and I can see on average across the 312 days I've planned in a row what my productivity rating was. How productive was I out of 10? And I can see the average of 9 out of 10. So in my hand I have real world proof, a fact, a hard copy of the proof that I am productive. So of course I'm going to see myself that way. And then when I record this video, when I edit this video, when I do the work I need to do, I'm going to be much more efficient and more productive in doing it, and not fall down to the traps of procrastination, because I see myself as someone who's productive. Whereas if you don't have this evidence, if you don't plan your days, your mind can be a little bit negative. Oh yeah, we didn't do that much work today. You could have worked 10 hours and your mind shrinks it down to only 3 hours of work. Oh, we didn't make that much progress. Where if you see your to-do list, you see the 16 tasks that you wrote down and ticked off, that is undeniable proof that you've done the work. You are who you say you are. You are becoming that person, making the progress, and finally on the path to achieving your goals, and you can see it in your hands. And I think that is so powerful. And of course, if you're looking for the highest quality physical planner on the market, scientifically backed, so the interior is based on how your brain works, the size of the to-do list, the priorities box, and even the gratitude journal section to release serotonin to improve your prefrontal cortex's focus, then the link in the description will take you there. Or if you're interested in getting this for free, if you join the school community linked below, you'll get my personal help. You'll get my strategies, templates, trackers, tools, everything that's made me productive and helped many people around the world become productive too. And I'll be sending you a free physical planner to the next 63 individuals that sign up using the link below. One final detail I'll give you on this internal process of seeing yourself as someone who's more productive is to acknowledge the small wins. See, if you're in the depths of procrastination, like I was, like many people have been, you struggle to do even the simplest of tasks, you need to reinforce the fact that you're making progress. So on your to-do list, you write down, make my bed, and you tick it off. You write down, have a cold shower, and you tick it off. And these tasks are so minuscule, so pathetic, some might say, but they're reinforcing the fact that you're telling yourself you're going to do something, and you're actually doing it. You're building again that undeniable proof that you are who you say you are, and the benefit is, your brain can't really tell the difference between the intensity of tasks. You could write down, do 1 hour of the most important task, or versus writing down, make my bed, and your brain will still release a similar level of dopamine between the two as long as you tick it off. So you can almost biohack your way to seeing yourself as more productive by planning the small wins. And of course, as the days go on, as the weeks go on, as the years go on, your tasks increase in intensity, you get better at being more productive, and you can obviously start to remove these simple small wins. But if you're struggling with procrastination, if you're struggling with being productive, write down these simple wins, do them, tick them off, reinforce them, see the evidence that you are productive, and then increase the intensity therefore. Imagine a snowball on a winter's day. You stand at the top of a hill, you have this small snowball in your hand, you let it roll down the hill. By the bottom, it's a huge mass. It's big, it's large, it's accumulated because of the momentum, right? If there's an apple tree, which fruit are you grabbing first? Of course, it's the low-hanging fruit. You may as well. You may as well grab it. You may as well get the dopamine. You may as well get the free benefit to your mindset and the way you see yourself. Like I said at the start of this video, if you genuinely try the things I've told you to try, if you genuinely plan your days, if you genuinely make an effort to do these small wins, if you're in the depths of procrastination, or to at least plan your days so you have physical evidence, I can virtually guarantee you will become productive. Because number one, you know what you're doing, because you planned your day. Number two, you'll stay more focused, because if you have a distraction, you know exactly what you're coming back to, because you have the map to steer you through the distractions of the day. And number three, you have this tangible evidence that you are who you say you are, and you are productive. But I genuinely hope this video helped you. And again, if you're looking to get help from me further, the top link in the description will take you to my school community where you can get this planner for free. You can start planning your day, start making progress, get the templates, trackers, tools, strategies, more exclusive content, and my personal help. I'll be messaging you, etc. to make sure you're never alone in these times of procrastination. I appreciate you for watching. Subscribe.